Here at the two-day European Business Summit at the Egmont Palace in Brussels, there are a number of different topics under discussion. For instance, European relations with Africa, the future of artificial intelligence, keeping Europe clean and green. But on the brief from Brussels, we're looking at one specifically ahead of May's European Parliament elections, and that is disinformation online. With frequent accusations of election interference by Russia, both in Europe and the United States, the focus of the discussion is on how politicians and media organisations can strengthen people's ability to know what's real and what's fake when they're reading things on social media. Platforms direct their users towards more extreme content based on the things they search for.
Now, many people seem to think that algorithms are something that has come down from heaven. It's a God-given thing. Well, they're not. The algorithms are made by people. So I think what we should do is have a proper look at the algorithms, particularly of YouTube, but not only, so that we can see what is happening and so that people themselves, the consumers, become aware of how they are manipulated.
Facebook has created a 40-person strong unit in Dublin to tackle, take down and control false information online during the European Parliament elections. The platform has a new political transparency tool to make it clear to users when they're being targeted. But NGOs who train young people to have a critical eye on what they're reading on the internet say it's also crucial for the public to understand the difference between political advertising, fake news and an honest mistake made by a journalist.
It's a different thing to manipulate people for commercial political interest, and then being a journalist, being accountable for your mistakes and being able to actually correct the mistake that has been done by constraints of time, of money, of space, or of whatever it is.
Debates about how to filter content online will continue in Europe when the new European Commission is selected. Online security is sure to remain a top priority. Keeping information true and clear online is one of the priorities for the European Union as people head to the polls at the end of May. Jack Parrick, Euronews, Brussels. Exiled Catalan leader Carles Puigdemont has been cleared to run in European elections. Spain's Supreme Court overturned a ban imposed by election officials on his candidacy as head of a Catalan grouping. The judges said fleeing the country didn't invalidate his fundamental right to contest an election. If Puigdemont is actually voted in, he would face severe challenges, given he faces imminent arrest if he returns to Spain. NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg has embarked on a final push to convince Turkey to abandon its plan to buy Russian missiles. Starting a two-day visit to Ankara, he wanted to convince the government to purchase an alternative US-made air defense system. Ankara's unwillingness to buy American is a key source of tension with the US. Washington has threatened to sanction Turkey and expel it from its F-35 fighter jet program. Germany is about to crack down on parents refusing measles vaccinations for their children. Health Minister Jens Spahn has drawn up a draft legislation which includes €2,500 fines for anti-vax parents. The plan would also see their children excluded from nursery and daycare facilities. Germany's initiative comes amid a highly charged debate in the country and in Europe about whether the measles vaccine should be mandatory.